Have you ever pondered upon the reality that the brightest minds of our era are tirelessly working, not to cure cancer or solve world hunger, but to keep you hooked on social media? A sobering thought, isn't it? Now, this isn't a mere hypothesis or an attempt to fan the flames of conspiracy theories. It's a fact backed by a plethora of research and statistics. Picture this: an estimated 3.5 billion people, that's half the global population, are active social media users. The average person spends nearly 2 hours per day on these platforms, according to a report by Data Reportal. Scene script. Take a moment to reflect on that. 2 hours every day translates to 5 years and 4 months of an average lifetime. That's more time than we spend eating and drinking, more than we spend socializing in person, and even more than we spend taking care of our health. And what about the younger generation? According to a study by Common Sense Media, teenagers spend up to 9 hours a day online, and a significant portion of that time is spent on social media. But it's not just about the time we spend, it's about the impact it has on us. Studies have linked excessive social media use to mental health issues like anxiety and depression, especially among teenagers. Now, consider the fact that these platforms are designed to be addictive. They employ the brightest minds, psychologists, data scientists, and software engineers, to create algorithms and features that keep us hooked. These are not accidents or byproducts of innovation. They're intentional strategies. Tristan Harris, a former Google design ethicist, once said, "There's a whole playbook of techniques that get used to get you using the product for as long as possible." So, where does this leave us? In a conundrum indeed, but knowledge, they say, is power. Awareness of the extent of our social media addiction is the first step towards change. The next step? Take control. Start by setting boundaries. Limit the time spent on these platforms. Turn off unnecessary notifications. Make conscious efforts to engage in real-life social interactions. Remember, it's not about completely eradicating social media from your life. It's about using it responsibly, without letting it control you. And finally, challenge the status quo. Encourage companies to make ethical design choices that prioritize users' well-being over profits. Sign petitions, write to your local representatives, or simply use your voice on social media itself to raise awareness about this issue. For it's high time we reclaim our time, our mental health, and our lives from the clutches of social media addiction. After all, the brightest minds of our generation should be solving real-world problems, not creating virtual ones.